Hello everyone, this is Waldorf,
This is Statler.
and this is Battle Report 320.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I actually have to call out the numbers.
Exactly.
320.
That's why I did this report instead of the
Yes.
other ones. Orcs and Goblins versus the Warriors of the Dark Gods.
The WDG at
course.
Huzzah Hobbies.
Yep. Huzzah Hobbies. I like that symbol over there on the right. It's really nice.
It's nice they've got some color.
Yeah, it's nice. It would be great if they did that with a bunch of other ones.
Yeah, that'd be a nice little
Yeah.
project. Color symbols for all the armies.
Color symbols for all the army. I'm behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not an artist, so I can't do it.
Shame we don't have artistic skills and we can ask other people to do things for us.
Exactly. We just sit back and wait for other people to do things for us.
We should do something. We don't get paid for this. We should at least get free stuff.
That's a good point. So, I changed up my army list a bit from what I'm used to playing, just to try something a little bit different.
Now for something a little different.
The Feral Orc Warlord's kind of the same. He's a general, paired weapons, light armor. The only thing different is Tuck-Tex Guard instead of Essence of Mithril. Shady Shankin, and the Troll Ale Flask.
And that's different because
Tuck-Tex Guard.
you made the change because?
Oh, +1 toughness. Wanted to try it.
Okay. You want to try it. Okay.
+1 toughness, immune to lethal strike, which both sound good.
Yeah. Okay.
Feral Orc Chief, BSB. He's got the Kingslayer sword and inherited the Essence of Mithril.
Okay.
He's actually on foot.
So it was a hand-me-down.
Exactly. Stole it from the Feral Orc Warlord.
I love Essence of Mithril and BSBs in general.
Yeah. 2-up armor is fantastic. The Feral Orc Shaman, paired weapons, magical heirloom, potion of strength. He's a master of shamanism. Potion of strength. I like that.
You just used to make fun of me
For the potion of strength.
relentlessly about potion of strength.
It
on
dropped
mages.
10 points. Now it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's almost free.
It's almost a gimme.
Yeah.
Forest Goblin King on a Gargantula. with a
Oh, he's
great
back.
weapon. He's back. I wanted to get him back in the list and try it.
To try him because the 5 years playing him straight
Correct. Wasn't enough.
wasn't enough.
No, I've actually missed him a lot.
I'm sure.
Not being in the list. 31 Common Orc Ed Bashers, Shield and Spear, full command, Green Tide Banner. 11 Common Boar Riders, not Biggins, as my bunker for my general, with Shield, Spear, full command, Banner Speed.
Okay. Speed up a little bit.
Yep. 30. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. Who's it? Your general?
My general.
So
hide
he's
rider.
actually on a boar then.
But general's on a boar. Well, that
Okay.
doesn't say that, does it?
It doesn't.
My general is on a boar.
Okay.
Um,
BSB?
BSB is not.
He's on-
The other two, the rest are on foot.
Okay. Except for including the Gargantua. He's on foot
The
also.
Gargantula's
8
on foot. It's on 8 feet.
Yeah.
11 common borders. A unit of 15 Iron Orcs with a champ upgrade.
Okay.
3 Goblin Chariots.
No standard,
One
okay.
unit of 3. No, I just wanted to keep them cheap.
Mhm.
I considered putting whether to put the champ in or not, but it's nice to have something to challenge for a round if you need it.
Yeah. Is there a character or is your
No character.
Where's your Feral Orc?
He's feral. He's not a BS.
Yeah,
he's not a black
so
orc. No one's going with them. They're just 15 Iron Orcs.
no,
walking
I'm
along.
asking who is your BSB with?
My other 2 characters are with the Ed Bashers,
Okay.
the foot Ed Bashers.
Okay.
2 units of 10 Nashers, 2
Okay.
units of 5 Goblin Raiders, a unit of Grotlings, and 3
okay.
Skewerers. I think having it to redo, the Grotlings would go for a 4th Skewer or something else. The Grotlings just, I don't know.
Didn't do it for you?
No, maybe if I try them a couple more times, they'll do something, but
You just wish they move faster? Me.
they're not terrible. I mean, they start the game 12 inches away from the enemy line
Yeah.
if there's no place to deploy them special. But anyway. Spells, I took Awaken the Beast, Break the Spirit, Totemic Summons, Bring the Pain, Scarification, and then the Chilling Howl up on the top right. Now you look at, say, Warriors of the Dark God and Chilling Howl. What's that about? Well, I took the Chilling Howl for the boosted version, which gives you -1 to wound, because I was expecting Hellfire and a bunch of stuff.
Right.
So I wanted that.
Did you misplace your normal cards?
What do you mean? I did. Well, I didn't have them with me, I should say.
Okay.
I guess that's misplacing them. Didn't bring him. He had a Chosen Lord of Envy. He's a general on a Wasteland Dragon. Trophy Rack, Halberd, Touch of Greatness on his halberd, Obsidian Rock, Immortal Gauntlets, Banner of Speed, and he is a Dark Prelate. 1,000 points of nastiness.
That's a lot of nastiness for 1,000 points.
It is. It's pretty ugly. A Sorcerer Master of Evocation on a Scythe Sky Wheel with Veil Walker, Destiny's Call, and the Talisman of the Wood.
Oh, Destiny's Call. Okay.
Sorcerer Adept of Occult, Paired Weapons, Hero's Heart, Gladiator Spirit.
I don't know what that does, but okay.
It's an armor thing.
Oh.
And Lord of the Damned. Don't know what that does.
I don't know what that does either.
2 units of 8 Warhounds, so they become core. 18 Warriors of Greed. Full Command, Banner of Relentless Company.
Greed's the one where they're Weapon Master guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
2 units of 6 Warrior Knights of Envy with Musicians, Champs, and Lances. No banners.
Envy is...
I don't know. Something.
Reroll Leadership?
Reroll ones to wound?
Maximized? Oh, I don't remember. Okay.
I don't know. 2 Forsaken ones.
2 Forsaken ones. All right.
Yep. And then because he wanted to be annoying to me, took Spectral Blades and Hand of Glory with the one guy. That's believe the guy, the smaller of the mage. Breath of Corruption, Hand of Glory with the other guy. And the Wizard Master has Spectral Blades, Hasten the Hour, Ancestral Age, Touch of the Reaper. So if you notice what you're missing in all this is direct damage spells that I took the Chilling Howl for.
Yeah.
So anyway. So it didn't work out. I guess it does work on Breath of Corruption.
That's
it does work
a lot of freaking spells.
Yeah, it's 8 spells.
Yeah.
So the one guy, I think the 2 pink ones up top, can only be cast on himself, if I remember correctly.
No.
But anyway, it's what it is. So there we go. We played
I see 2 markers.
Secure Target.
Okay.
I was having a blank there. I couldn't remember the name of the scenario where you try to control try to control both these at the end of the game. He has a field starting on the top left. He's got a field. Forgot what map number this is. He's got a field. There's a fence there in front of his big giant weird blue worm thing, which is a Forsaken one.
Yeah, figured that.
Building in the back. Over on the right is a woods. Building in the center. Hill on the bottom left. Wall here in the center of my thing. And a ruin over on the right, bottom right, with a spider in it.
I just want to point out, I don't see a trophy rack on that guy on the dragon. He's slacking in his hobby skills.
You should talk to him.
Yeah.
He did show off his 2 new models, the 2 Forsaken ones, the one on the far right and one there.
I hope I get a closer look at the gray one.
The gray one?
Curious what that is.
Yeah. It's a Model E 3D printed. It's not a normal one. Both of them are.
Okay.
Yeah. I think one of our buddies made him print him one as well.
I guess considering his work, that's why he probably has a 3D printer. Okay. Or just do it for hobby.
That's strictly for hobby.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's where you have it. Again, my 2 characters, my 2-foot characters, my mage and my BSB are here in this unit of Ed Basher's here in the center.
Did I zone out and not see your unit of chariots on your army list?
No, you zoned out. It was there.
Out? Okay.
Anyway, big unit of boars on the right with the general in it.
Right center.
Spider, and then the far right is the Iron Orcs. Goal here is, and I deployed everything first to go first because I've got the 3
bolt throwers,
spear chuckas, bolt throwers, ready to go, and I just wanted to get a move and shoot before he gets to go.
And you didn't take the artillery weapon on your spider.
I did not. Probably should have taken it based on the results because it would have helped me a lot. Maybe. Probably not. So Vanguard Scouts, there you go.
Okay.
The 2 Wolf Riders just moved up to where you can see them. No big deal. Grotlings showed up and moved to deployed within 18, moved up, vanguarded up to within 12. And we go to the first turn. First turn, Grotlings move up. Over on the right, the spider and the iron orcs both move up full. The boar riders come up. Spider, everything comes up. Pretty much. The left-hand side, the chariots and the, I don't think I have a picture, but the left-hand side of the board, the chariots and the Nashers over there just kind of stayed put, and they're holding in defense to deal with the Forsaken ones, which I'm expecting to flow over in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Spider I put over here. It's I mean, it's an easy charge for the. It's like I think they need a 5, maybe less. The cav in the woods, but he does not have Strider, and he's got 6. So I figured, on average, you lose 1. This is a friend of ours who has the snake eyes as his symbol for everything because he rolls a lot of 1s. I figure he loses 2. Like, even if they all get in, they've got 2 attacks each. It's got 13 attacks on the spider. Even if they all hit, he should do 6 wounds. So he's got an easy charge into my spider, but I think I stop him. I'm stubborn 9, and the this unit of orcs come and flank him and take care of him.
Okay.
Finish him up. That's my plan.
So you're planning on trading units?
Well, I think I kill him, and I've got a wound. I've got a beat up spider left to limp away and go mess with chaff and stuff like that. Is my calculation, but whatever. And there's the left hand side. You can see the chariots kind of pulled back. They just sat over here and over a little bit further left of the other Nasher unit. So we've got that. And moving on. And of course, after I say I'm not sure, I show you a picture of the Nashers. Moving on. What do we got? We've got spells going. We got nothing.
There's a spell on that.
There's a spell on the guy
dragon
back there. That's the, if I'm not mistaken, that's the big chilling howl, which I did because I forget what I was worried about, or didn't have much. I don't have much to do at this range. So I just put that out there. I was hoping he was going to stop it, and then I was going to do the rest into the totemic summons, but he let that go and gave me the totemic summons. Or stayed and camped on the totemic summons, I should say. So the warhounds are going to charge my my grotlings. My grotlings actually throwing weapons killed one on their turn. Yay. And the guys in the woods are charging out at my giant spider.
Okay.
Of course, he lost none in the woods.
Yeah.
And couldn't stand and shoot on those guys, so they just came in. Rest of his movement, his dogs took the release the hounds and came forward as far as they could up here beside the building. You can see his dragon on the left just came up and got right in my face. Yep. And the forsaken one's right there, and the other one's on the far right. These guys in the back just kind of sit back there, wait for their opportunity. The knights.
Far right, far left.
Far right. Well, center right there, those guys. And there's the warriors popped their banner on the first turn, marched up to where you see them. The foot warriors and the other big forsaken one wandered out to the side. Actually came straight forward. I'm
liking that model.
It's a really nice model, and it's painted really well, too.
I may have to steal it next time I see him.
Yeah, you have to distract him.
So I'll just comment about his dice rolling. He'll go into a tirade and I'll take his model.
That's a good point. That is a good plan. So there you have that.
Don't get to my age without having some sneaky ideas.
The grotlings, he blows...
Something's missing. I remember something orange.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, the grotlings, as you can see, have taken 2 stands and 2 wounds. They got beat up bad. And he blew out my spider in one turn. I didn't expect it, but it happened.
Yeah.
He gave me 7 wounds with the unit.
Looks like he boosted it with some kind of spell.
He's got to reroll to hits.
Oh.
Which did not scare me that much. Because again, I said even if they all hit, it's like 6.5 wounds. And he got 7. Okay. But the stupid horses managed to do 2, and I only saved 1 of them. So he killed me. Yeah. Anyway. Was not thrilled at all about that result. And I was so angry at it, I forgot. I think his horses are only agility 4 on the charge. Or are they base 4?
They're...
Not sure.
Are they agility? They're strength 4.
I thought they were only agility 3.
I thought they're 3.
And my spider should have got to attack.
Because the elves are 4, I think the WDG is 3.
But it doesn't matter. I was so irritated that they just picked up the spider and put it away.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I shouldn't have been that irritated because it's only like 1.5 above average, which is not that big of a deviation.
Well, if he's got reroll to hits, that really helps a lot.
Yeah. Again,
13 attacks. Ouch.
But he's only strength 6 against tough 6.
Yeah.
Only half wound. Anyway, whatever. So there you go. So that's happened there. And back to my turn. Turn 2, if I took the picture, I did. Look at that. And that's what I'm looking at on the left. And on the right. So on the right, my Iron Orcs charge and slam into his knights, and my general is, he spent an entire turn with his unit. It's time to leave.
There you go.
He charged out of the unit into the flank of the knights. The dogs had chaffed my whole unit of knights, my boar riders. So the unit could not get by the dogs.
Okay.
But with the general could get out and get into the flank of them.
Usual thing. Okay. And then you just pivoted your boar riders around once that happened.
And just pivoted the boar riders to look this way because I'm expecting lots of bad things out that way. I'm looking for the dragon to come over this way as well. Is what I'm thinking might happen.
Yep.
Over here, I put the wolf riders. I deployed my wolf riders to block him from charging with the dragon. He can easily hit me and overrun, but at least he can't force a terror check on me by charging the unit.
Right.
And he can't hit me this turn. And if he comes and hits me, the chariots have pivoted. They can see the front of the orc unit. So he hits me, overruns into my unit. My wolf rider chariots charge into his flank.
Okay.
Is what I'm looking at. That's what I was hoping for. And if I really want to get really dumb, I can take the other unit of Nashers and charge into his other flank.
If your wolf riders win.
No, the wolf riders are going to lose, and he's going to charge right into me. Yeah, I probably didn't pivot far enough for that. Good point. So
I think the gap was big enough. So yeah.
So good point. Yeah, I was planning on my wolf riders winning this fight. So my wolf riders go in and they do a wound.
Okay.
He does nothing back.
Okay. So you won.
So there you go. Just circling to point out that there's one casualty out of that fight.
Yeah.
Which is just dumb. He fled, so I let him run.
Okay.
I expected him to end up right in front of this Forsaken one. So I let him go, hoping that's where he would end up. Of course, he rolls a 12 and gets all the way back there.
No harm.
I would have liked him to block the Forsaken one.
Yeah.
The Forsaken one's got like a 16-inch, which is rough on 3 dice, but it's possible.
Yeah.
Because he also has the ability on the one guy that lets him re-roll the random distance.
Right.
Maybe that's what the gladiators. But anyway, somebody's got that thing that lets him re-roll his distance on the charge or random movement. So there you have that. So his
that's not a general Forsaken one rule.
No, he has to be within 18 of the character that has that item.
Yeah, I remember there was something about it. It's been a while since I looked at that book.
So the dogs, of course, have killed my grotlings and reformed a 3x3, three wide, 2 deep. We do this fight over here.
A not quite dart.
Not quite dart. We do this fight over here. A total of 1 wound was done by my side. And what did he do? I don't think... and he killed 2 of me. The orcs, planning on the general charging into the side, who actually broke his arm, as you can see.
They cut his arm off.
The orc...
No wonder it didn't do much.
He had a rough trip to the store.
Yeah.
This
is Azog before he gets his new arm.
Yeah. The Iron Orcs went with hand, weapon, and shield because he's only strength 4. And that gives me a 4-up save, armor save versus attacks. So I went with hand weapon shield, planning on my general coming in, killing his champion, which happens to be the guy on the far left. The general comes in, kills his champion, gets maybe a point of overkill, maybe, and charge, flank, wounds, rank. I figure I easily push him off the board. But of course, like I said, the Iron Orcs did absolutely nothing. The general did 1 wound, and he did 2 back to me. So he lost, but he stuck around. Yeah.
So you were playing the defensive game.
And this one I thought I would, because I could go great weapons. I could have gone great weapons, but that would have given him a couple more wounds on me. I actually thought he would do more wounds than what he did. Anyway, so yeah. So the general actually reforms. I won the combat, so the general actually reforms to be side on side to this unit.
And what was you just couldn't get through his armor? You just rolled bad to hit?
I just rolled terrible to hit.
Because you had your troll up. He's got the troll flask on that guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing hit, nothing wounded.
Yeah.
It was just bad rolling. It happens.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you can see he didn't roll well as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it was kind of it's the second fluff fight of that round.
Yeah.
And I forgot what spell he's got on him, but he's got something on him.
You said it was re-rolling it, so.
It is. It's still the re-rolling to hits. Correct. That's a good point. Anyway, like I said, the general turned to give him my flank, which actually puts him an inch further away from the Forsaken one. So I was slightly concerned about the Forsaken one coming in and wouldn't be able to attack my general, but if I would have stayed poking out that way, he has a charge and a rear. So that would not do well for me, I don't think.
He wouldn't be able to attack your general.
Yeah, because I was stuck in a challenge.
You haven't killed a champion?
No, I did a wound to it.
Oh, okay.
And he's got 2. The
okay.
Chaos champions have 2 wounds.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's where it is. Back to his turn. What did we do? Oh, that's just showing you the other side before he goes. Okay. And back to his turn. So his warriors have moved up. Oh, and I also, part of the plan that turn, and it worked, is got the break the spirit off on his general. And thumped, I forgot to mention this. Bolt thrower, the one, I forget which one it was, one of the bolt throwers, I fired all 3 bolt throwers into his general. One of them got through, hit, wounded, did 2 wounds to him last turn, and got the break the spirit.
They could all see him?
Yeah, he was farther forward. He's already moved back this turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's already taken his movement on this side. And because he had 2 wounds and break the spirit on him, he just backed off.
Okay.
You can see the big gribbly thing on the far left. Top left came forward, and the warriors stepped forward slightly. They stayed back behind the hill,
they
so they
see
couldn't get charioted.
a round circular thing that they want to do something about.
They do. They want to park there.
Yeah.
So the unit of 6 hounds that were on the top right have just moved up in front of the wolf riders.
Okay. The other one's
to block that up. The beastie, the Forsaken one, is actually already moved. It's an inch away from the building, so if it heads straight at the building, unless it would hit something, it stays where it is, basically.
Right.
So he just stays there bumping into the building.
Did he do the roll and not like it, or what happened?
He took the long charge at the boar boys down here. He needed a 16 or 17 and tried to get to them.
Oh, he could actually get to them. Okay.
He could. It was just, like I said, it's 16 or 17 on the dice, and he failed it twice.
No, I was more if he could get to them by getting past if he could get past the building to them. In the photo, it doesn't look like he can. So
he can get past the building barely and clip the corner. He can come within an inch of the building if it's a charge.
Right.
But it's not it turned out not. If he doesn't complete it, it doesn't become a charge. So he sits there. You can say the dogs in the back rallied, so they're back in, minus their 1 guy. They took a beating. And then we go.
A lot of stacked dice and 2 dead boars.
This is our spell dice. He's got 7. I've got 7 left.
Okay.
I let something go. He had the spell that does Touch of the Reaper. I forget which one it is. The one that does D3 wounds to a unit.
Mm-hmm.
So he cast that on the Boar Riders. Killed 2. Ta-da. He's got Break the Spirit on him. Forgot what he was doing over here. Why I took that picture. This guy just came over there. 4 riders. Looks like that's about all the fun. So we go to turn 3. Turn 3. What?
What happened? We missed the fight.
And we fought a round of combat over on the far right. The general did finally kill the champion.
Okay.
He only killed 1 more Iron Orc, and the Iron Orcs killed 2 of him.
What'd you go with?
The Iron Orcs still hand weapon shield.
Okay.
Yeah. Once they start that way, I'm stuck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really. I don't have to be, but anyway. So
and you decided to face him this time.
He did. He turned back to face him again.
The general, and he didn't run. So you okay?
Right.
Did he pass by 1 and you got annoyed, so you felt you had to face him?
He did pass. I mean, it was not a great check for him,
right?
But he passed, and whatever.
But was it by 1?
I just don't remember. If it
were you irritated at yourself that the flank modifier?
That would be terrible. I don't remember. Yeah, not a good thing if it was. So back to my turn. The Boar Riders, the Wolf Riders are going to charge the dogs in front of them. The Warhounds in front of them, and which leaves just enough room for the Boar Riders to pivot past them and clip the corner of
So they can see it. It doesn't look like it in the photo, but they can see him. Okay. The boars
see the one in the back?
Can see the one in the
back.
Yes, yeah.
Correct. Okay. So they're going to charge at them, knowing if he stays and takes it, I've got a fairly easy overrun into the guys behind him.
The guys behind him or the mage?
The guys behind him, because I'm going to be lined off to the left. I can't wheel all the way up to line up.
Yeah.
I think it ends up being like a 3-on-3 fight if I go in there.
Yeah.
Which should be enough for me to kill him.
And then hopefully overrun into the cavalry.
And then overrun into his cav, which
at the halt
is a really good thing with me.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, so that's my idea there. Yeah, and then this whole blocking thing just backed up. The Iron Orc, this is still the charge phase. Haven't backed up yet. Anyway. So we do that. And there's the arc I laid down to
That's
show it.
That's a fine looking arc you got there.
You like that one? No one likes that one. So this was just showing that they can wheel past. I had I'm 6 inches wide, and that's the tape.
Excuse me?
So based on based on that, he decided he didn't like what was going to happen if I hit those dogs, so he ran with them.
And they ran off the table?
And no, they're actually behind those guys.
Okay.
They managed to stay on. So
I'm shocked your Wolf Riders made it into contact.
The Boar Riders elected to not redirect their charge. So they just wheeled a bit. And over there on the far right.
Who could they have redirected into?
I don't know. Probably nobody.
Electing seemed to be a strong choice of words.
It was.
Okay.
I elected to, even though I had no choice, I elected to.
So you've pivoted your chariots. I'm assuming they're outside the front arc of those warriors.
They are. Their chariots are just barely out of the front arc of the warriors.
Did you charge his Gribbly with your Nashers?
And I did.
Okay.
It's in my...
Why is it better?
Because I go first this way, and I get a charge bonus.
Oh, is he a 4
I think
also?
he might be unbreakable, actually. I don't know what he is.
He is unbreakable. Is he a 4 agility?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Because I wanted to hit him further away, I guess. I don't remember why exactly I did it.
Okay.
Because I always think it's better to charge than to be charged, maybe. And I wasn't getting away from him. Maybe if I just moved to the side a little bit, it would have forced him a little bit further from my line, which might have been smarter. So we've got that. And this whole Orc and Wolf Rider thing backed up a bit, 2 inches, to get further away from everything. I believe that's maybe not, I haven't done spells yet. So we charged in and actually did 3 wounds to this thing.
Oh, wow. And
he did 3 back to me.
3 to you? Okay.
With a charge and 3 wounds to his 3, I was able to reform and bring, one guy from the front to the back, because I'm not going to survive another round with this thing.
Right.
So we've got that going for us. That's what I did during casting. During casting, I summoned a Totemic Summons. You can see it pop back there by his wizard.
Yes.
By the building. He can't do a lot, but from that position, if he doesn't deal with me and if he doesn't do anything with those knights, I can hit their flank. He's got to take that into consideration. My general and the Iron Orcs have finished off his warrior knights, and they're parked over there.
You lost one more guy. Okay.
Wolf Riders charged in and did, I think, 1 wound. So they charged and did 1, and
looks
he
like
did
it's 1 to 1 again.
He did 2 back to me.
Oh, we had 5. Thought you had 2.
I did have 5 still in that unit.
Okay.
Yeah, great. Yeah, because he didn't kill any the first round.
Okay.
First combat.
So, but everyone stood.
But everyone sticks around.
Did you fire breath anybody?
I did not. I held it because I figured I would wait until
combat.
Try to use it for combat to sneak an extra wound through someplace. So back to his turn. So
okay,
here we go. So
is this just telling us that we're missing some photos? Is that what we have to get ready for?
No, it's just a massive charge thing on his part.
All right.
On his part, he charged He started with the warriors charging into the Wolf Riders.
Okay.
The Wolf Riders did not want to boost the warriors the extra 2.5 inches or whatever to the orcs, so they fled.
So that signifies them.
So they fled. The warriors redirected into the spear block.
Okay.
The dragon got greedy, charged into the chariots.
Okay.
With their rerollable 6 leadership.
Does he still have break the spirit on?
He does not.
Okay.
It looks like he does though.
Got something on. Yeah.
Anyway, he definitely does not have break the spirit on him.
Okay.
So he charged into them, hoping, like I said, they have a rerollable 6, so he figured I'm going to flee, and then he's going to redirect into my unit. Well, they made their rerollable 6 and stood there and took it.
Okay.
Which doesn't let him charge into the spear block. Would have been great had I fled, because the warriors failed, and I would have liked the dragon going in alone to that spear block. Especially now that he's started with 2 wounds on him, which he conveniently lost during this charge, if you notice. So he makes it there. And on the back, he moves his wizard around so that he's no longer a target of a charge from the totemic.
Yep.
And
and he faces you with his knights.
Pulls the knights back to keep me in his front arc at least.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
And you can see the other monster has gone off to the left side as well.
Yep.
The other Forsaken one.
Yep. And he's just playing refused flank since you have all these points over here.
Right. He cast another one of the one that does D3 wounds, casts on my general. Gets a wound through.
Okay.
Gets a wound through on the spell. He took, what did he take a wound? Oh, I think I skewered him with a bolt thrower and did 2 wounds to the wizard.
Oh, okay.
Just a luck shot, because I wanted to shoot at the guy over here, but he's behind the building, so I could only shoot it.
Yeah.
That was my only valid target. Or
got some kind of buff on his guys.
Somewhat.
But okay.
Yeah.
So he buffed his dragon somehow.
He buffed his dragon guy. He's been putting the I believe it's the Hand of Glory, maybe? One that gives him the ward save.
Okay.
Because he's now terrified of the bolt throwers just ripping into him. Doesn't want any nonsense going on, which I don't blame him for. This guy took another wound, but finished me off.
Okay, I think he's only got 5, doesn't he?
I think he's got 6.
Is it 6?
Yeah, I think he's got 2 left. So he's sitting there. The guy comes in and does 7 wounds to my chariots, which is way too much for them to be happy about. So they leave.
He didn't have the Uber sword. I didn't pay attention.
He did not.
Yeah.
He has a halberd with touch of greatness.
Okay.
Did he charge? He ended up chasing me.
He did. Okay.
Didn't go very far, but ended up chasing.
He was trying to get an Arc of your Spearman or something?
Made sure to get out of the Arc of the Spearman.
Okay.
Which he did. Because when he checked his overrun, he needed like a 2 to get past.
Did you run off the table?
I did not.
Okay.
The wolf fight over here doesn't go well for me.
It doesn't look like it.
But he doesn't wipe me out, and I'm leadership 9 with not with a reroll, but I'm leadership 9. And he only killed 2, and I stick around. So we're good there. And it's going to go back to turn 4, which I didn't take a picture of the die. So turn 4, the general's not thrilled about getting fireballed or whatever that spell was. So he pulls back to here. He wanted to join the Boar Riders, but they're in combat, so he can't. So he just moves back. My Iron Orcs come up and just sit on the token on the right.
Okay, and your Boar Riders.
And the Boar Riders charged in to help.
Decided that maybe they were better than the Goblins.
Yeah, I only got 2 into this combat, so it's not a great help, but it's a banner charge and a couple,
Okay, your Nashers are there to help with flank support.
Nashers are still there.
Now they're in position to help with flank support.
Now they're there to definitely help with flank support.
Yeah.
The Wolf Riders that were here ran off the table, of course.
Did your bolt thrower fail a check because of the?
Yeah, when the dragon chased off the chariots, the bolt thrower failed its check. On my rally, the chariots failed and continued off the table.
Okay.
They had fled out of BSB range, so nothing they can do about that.
Okay.
And that's it for that turn. For as far as my charges. Look at that. The Boar Riders beat the dogs. And I'm expecting a serious fight over here on the left. So the Boar Riders turn to face into the front.
Right.
Actually, I hit him with a spear earlier and only did a single wound to him, now that I think about it. So this turn, I got another totemic summons off.
Hold on, I still see 2 boars alive. 2 dogs alive.
I only had 2 boars attacking.
Okay.
2 boars and 2 riders attacking him because of the formation I was in, and the wolf rider in the middle. And he managed to kill the wolf rider too. So.
Yes, and I don't see the wolf rider.
Yeah,
so, okay.
So he fled. During the magic phase, I got off the another totemic summons. Both of them used their breath weapons on the guy.
Okay.
And did a wound, so now he's at 2 wounds. I shot him for 1 earlier.
Oh, okay, not 2.
Now that I think about it, yes.
Okay.
I knew he had 2 wounds going into
and the other one's also chaffing up the knights while he's
correct.
Breathing on things.
Yeah, the knights can easily hit me, but that puts them pretty close to the Iron Orcs, and the Iron Orcs have not used their... the army has not used the war cry yet.
All right.
So he's got that. So hoping to make him a little bit nervous there. And so the spear block just kind of sits there. It's got nothing else to do. Everything else is facing down what's happening here on the left.
Okay.
This general's got a 5-up ward save, and I believe it was this turn. I hit him twice and wounded him twice with bolt throwers, and he made both his 5-ups.
Okay.
So I'm not happy at all about that. Because that guy, oops, that's what I did. Screwed that one up. Went too fast. So his guy with, so back to his turn. His guy didn't like getting breathed on, so he thought he'd go hide in the woods. Takes a dangerous terrain check, keels over dead.
Wow.
Takes the wound, fails the 4-up save, and dies.
Wow.
That's very helpful for me.
Yeah.
Very helpful for me. And he did not even charge the Boar Rider. The other totemic. So he hasn't do anything. No wonder I'm still going backwards. That's not right. So go there. Okay. So he keels over and dies, and he did charge the 1 totemic summons back there.
Okay.
Warriors can just kind of pivot.
Pivot his warriors and.
Yep, my idea.
And he brought the other Gribbly to the side again.
The Gribbly comes up to the hill, is trying to get over.
No, I mean the other one.
One in the back
He
went
was
back
to
to
the
the other
middle
direction.
and went back to where he was.
He's suffering from a lot of indecision with that guy.
Yeah, it would seem so.
Well, the problem was...
He is a random mover.
Yeah, he's truly moving random. The problem was he kept once he got him to this left-hand side, he saw that he was going to have trouble with spacing to get him into a fight. So then he went back to the right. The other Gribbly, like you said, came over the hill over here on the left.
Oh, you rallied your bolt thrower.
My bolt thrower, well, it automatically comes unshaken at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
You've got that. And what's he doing? Where is he doing? There we go. So he gets off Breath of Corruption on the Warriors, which is a spell that terrifies me. I don't know. I don't know why I'm so worried about it. I'm used to playing Equitane and having my other Boar Boys with the 2-up armor.
Yeah.
Even these guys with 3-up. I mean, I just don't. It's just a huge. The Breath of Corruption is just terrible.
Yeah, it's good against cavalry.
So anyway, so he gets that spell off, but he did not get off the boosted version. Got off the He's struggling hard to get the ward save off on his dragon guy. His Lord on the Dragon, which I don't blame him at all for.
He's struggling hard, or
he's making sure. He's got it twice in his army, and he's casting. I'm stopping the first one. When he recasts it, I kind of have to let that one go.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's doing it every turn. He's making sure he gets that off on the guy. And for good reason. It saved his life already. So he fought my totemic down here.
You're saying he's making sure. What's he doing?
He's making sure. But
he's doing max
casting
dice?
it twice and using several dice each time. 3 dice, 2 or 3 dice each time.
Okay.
Over here on the right, he beat my totemic summons, but he didn't kill it. I think he did 2 wounds to it. So he flees and is heading back to where you see him there. His dogs have not rolled it yet. There's dogs in the back.
Did you kill one of his knights with your totemic summons?
I think I did, actually.
Looks like he's missing one.
He is missing one. So yes, I killed one of his knights.
That's just insult to injury.
It is. Just make me feel happy.
The question is, can your guys get past him?
No. Boar riders, no.
No. Your infantry.
The infantry, no.
Yeah.
One way or another, I'm kind of stuck over there.
Okay.
So he, like you said, he comes up and just takes positioning here. This is my turn. Back to my turn. Back to my turn. The totemic summons actually rallies because he's within 12 of the... Maybe? No, he's not within 12 of the general. He just rallies on his own.
Okay.
And turns around and faces him. The other totemic summons, I believe, charged him in the flank. We'll see in a minute. Over here on the left, the Nashers have just moved up, so his unit can't wheel past him. And the Iron Orcs are just... the Ed Bashers are sitting here ready. And that's it. My plan is to just keep him tied up over here, move up and challenge this token at the end of the game on turn 6, and grab the other one. And
keep the other one.
Because right now I have 2 scoring units over there to his 1, if no one gets in combat. So, there's the totemic summons in the back. It looks like it did not charge him, just ran up behind him.
Okay. This is the one that doesn't touch because of the big hand.
Yeah, no, I think because he would have
looks
to
like
be lined
you're missing an Iron Orc.
I am missing one. I don't know what would have done it.
Okay.
I have no idea what would have done it. Maybe lost it, and maybe I lost it in that combat.
Well, you must have fought him.
Oh no, I didn't. Is he missing one?
He looks like he's down to 2 guys, and
I think he's 3 wide, 2 deep. I think he reformed and backed up.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
His dogs in the back actually rallied.
Okay. Oh, so now it's on his turn.
It's back to his turn. Sorry.
Okay. All right.
Back to his turn. So it's the bottom of the 4th or 5th.
Okay. So he reformed.
He reformed and backed up.
And then he brought the other thing forward.
Yes, the big nasty monster came forward, and the Forsaken one, and the 2, like I said, the 2 dogs in the back rallied on their 3.
Okay.
Which makes me real happy.
So he backed up a little bit from the token.
He backed up a bit, which actually kind of helps me. And then his dragon backed up to make sure he couldn't get hit by any but one bolt thrower, and that bolt thrower, as we'll see, gets charged by the
What did your
Forsaken one.
bolt throwers miss on your last turn?
Yeah, they both throwers keep missing.
Okay.
I mean, they're not great. They hit early and wounded good, but they just
I was just curious on that turn. You didn't say anything. Okay.
Yeah. The one on the left that could see the guy had just rallied, so he couldn't shoot. So we've got that thing. Of course, the big nasty monster charged me.
Okay.
To get rid of it, and that's it. So we're going to go to top of 6.
Okay.
Top of 6. He cast his breath. He had nothing else, so he used his breath of corruption on my Nashers. By the way.
Okay.
To knock them down to
kill
where you see 6 of them. Yep, 6 left. And he, of course, did kill my bolt thrower.
Yep.
Right. So they're fine there. Iron Orcs over here on the right moved up. Boar Boys come up. General sits there. I thought the General went... Yeah, the General moved over and joined this unit. You can see him on the left-hand edge.
Oh, okay.
So now I've got the General, the BSB, and the Mage, all 3 in this unit. That's all my points right there. A Bolt Thrower did hit last turn. I was mistaken. A Bolt Thrower hit him because he is up to 4 wounds on this guy, which left him.
Sure, leave out these little important things.
Left him too. So because of the way he moved with the Warriors, let my unit of Nashers move up
and chaff him up.
So if he hits me and overruns, he's not going to hit my unit.
Right.
Because of the way I could line it up. And I can also move my unit up within 6 of the token.
Yep.
So this one over here now is effectively challenged.
Right.
Unless his dragon comes in and close to a lone. Now, the option he had here was he's got the character inside this unit of foot warriors. He could charge that character out, charge the dragon, and then put the Gribbly into my flank. Is what he has as an option. But this is top of 6, so it's my shooting phase. And what do we got? Oh, the rest of my phase.
We're still moving.
It's
not your shooting phase. You're a liar. Lying bastard.
So the Boar Riders, the way I'm looking at things, I send the 2 totemics into his unit.
Okay.
And the Boar Riders moved up to chaff the big Gribbly thing from hitting my Iron Orcs.
Okay.
And I've pivoted my Iron Orcs so that the big nasty thing can't hit the Boar Riders and overrun into those.
And clip them.
And again, the useless dangerous terrain checks. My Iron Orcs have kept his knights in my front. So if he charges me, he has to line up to me and puts 4 of them into the woods.
Okay.
Is what I'm looking, So at least he has some dangerous terrain checks.
Okay.
And that's what we have there. That's what I was thinking with all that nonsense.
And there's not a character with your Iron Orcs. Okay.
And on my phase,
you raised another.
I raised another Totemic Summons, and it was the big one. So I put him here so that with his random movement, he pivots and he can't get to my.
Can he pivot?
Orcs. He has enough room to pivot. Because I'm like I don't know. I think he's supposed to be anyway.
I mean, why not just railroad him?
Yeah, anyway.
Okay.
The way it is, he can't charge and get to me.
Right.
So, but in addition to that, after I do that and took all that time to do it, then the stupid Totemic Summons breathed on it and did its last 2 wounds to it.
Well,
and killed it.
it's a good problem to have.
So there is that. So now it limits his ability to charge over here to his 2 characters, one of which has 2 wounds left. So he actually declined that one. He will. That's not his turn yet.
Yep, you're
still fighting this fight back here. When I set the, what did we do? Oh, no.
Looks the same as last photo.
Yeah, I think it's it. Did we kill him? Yep. Okay. So now it is his turn. The 2 Totemic Summons charged in.
Right.
I think he killed 1. The other one was left here.
No, just got 2 wounds on him.
Still got 2 wounds on him. Okay. The big nasty thing charged into my Boar Riders, broke them and ran them down.
Okay.
Which is not helpful. He
did kill a Totemic and is down to what, 3 knights?
He killed the totemic down to 3 knights, correct. I don't know. He could have just... He didn't charge my...
Looks like it was a tie. It looks like he caused you 2 wounds and you caused 2 wounds.
He caused 2 to me, and I caused probably 2 to him.
Yeah.
Yep. So we sit there, I guess.
Let's say maybe he had a standard or something.
He did not.
Oh, okay. Guess he wish he had that.
Over here, like I said, he on this final turn of the game, he didn't, he could have picked up the 130 points here by just charging that unit in the middle, the Nashers, and just elected not to. Managed to keep the dragon hidden back there behind the building.
Yep.
And that should be where it ends. He actually won on points.
Yep.
Not by a lot, but he did win on points. It was a 12-8, but I won the objective, flipping it back to 11-9 for a win for the Orcs.
Oh, yeah, didn't realize he won on points. Okay.
Yeah, he won on points. I actually didn't kill a lot. He gave me the 650-point mage.
That mage flying out of the woods was a lot of points.
Yeah. And I got the mage. I got the unit of...
and you got 1 Gribbly.
Yeah, I got the mage.
And unit of knights.
1 unit of knights. That's...
The other one was at 25%. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's like 1,000 points. 380 from the Gribbly and a unit of dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
So not a lot of points in that army to get on little stuff.
Right.
And I was a point away from getting half of the big guy because I got 4 out of 6.
Right.
And then he, like I said, killed up a lot of my smaller stuff. Again, could have picked up another 130 points by just killing that unit of Nashers on the end of the game. But whatever. So with the objective, I had the other one outright. The one on the right, the one on the left was challenged, so I won the objective.
So you won the objective. So you turned the loss into a win.
So yeah, there we go.
11-9.
Good game. Fun game.
Yeah.
Had a good time. I like the 3 bolt throwers.
You were always whinging. They never did anything.
I know. I never used them before. I've gone so far. I've got so irritated at artillery. But these things are so... But that's 200-point artillery.
Yes.
Because I was using the guy with the bully and the...
Yeah.
These are 3 for 270, and...
Yep.
People got to be afraid of them. They
got to be afraid of them. And listen, if somebody sends some chaff to go get them, or even in his case, a big Gribbly.
Right.
That's
a 90-point unit he went running down.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. Had he ignored it and gone straight towards the Orcs, well, then it just depends. That might have been a great deal unless that thing shot him down a turn early.
Well, yeah. Well, my point is the bolt throwers, they're so cheap.
Right.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, you lose them probably to some unit that costs more than them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's out of the game for probably 2 extra turns.
Yep. Agreed. All right. Well, that's going to do it for that one.
Till next time.
Thanks for listening.